I always reference data of saying, well, what is actually true here? Is it just because, is this person just annoying me? Do I think we have a problem here? Is it just because somebody told me that they believe there is a problem here? But like, what is actually true here? Like, you got to separate the fake news from the reality. Okay. And in order to do that, I think you get into really objective measures of like metrics and data. Someone tells you, oh, this team's not performing well, or you feel they're not performing well. Well, let's review the data and see, what are the trends looking like? Have things just gotten worse this week or this month or this quarter? What was it like this time last year? Were there any other changes that could have taken place? Does no one give a shit? Because I think as leaders, we just immediately default to, they just don't care. But the reality of it is that that's rarely the case, because we've all been guilty of like driving to work and you're frustrated by one or two people and you think the whole team's messing up. But let's say you got a team of 100 people. Well, 98 seem to be doing just fine, but you're just two are occupying your headspace. And if it is just one or two people, that's probably a conversation that's better handled individually with them than addressing a whole team. But if you're seeing that, let's say it applies to a team as a whole, let's say missing quality control standards and things like that, it's also asking, okay, what is my role in this? Maybe we don't have a great process around quality control. Maybe we don't have a great process. I mean, let's say we're talking about the intake at a firm has really started to dip, right? Either phones aren't being answered promptly, or the number of case signups is way down, but the number of leads has remained consistent, the number of calls has remained consistent. So what is happening, right? And maybe you determine that people aren't following the script. Okay, so why aren't they following the script? Is there a process of ensuring that somebody has to stick to the script and consistent standards? Is there an auditing process in place? If there's not, I would start there, because if you can institute the right system around how work is getting done, you're not going to have those issues. Versus you're just constantly having to remind people to say, oh, what? You should follow the script. I mean, they may do it in the short term, and then they're going to default to the homeostasis and whatever the default behaviors that you don't want. So it's basically creating the right standards to make these things non-negotiables and allow them to be continuously reinforced and making sure that things don't fall off.